we are ready to hike Cannon Mountain. We're at the Lonesome Lake trailhead. It's a wonderful, lovely day today, raining, and we're gonna head up Lonesome Lake Trail and then over to the High Cannon Trail and head up Cannon Mountain. See how we feel and how far we keep going. So we're up here coming to our first intersection on the Lonesome Lake Trail. So Lonesome Lake is 0.8 miles. We're gonna come back that way, hopefully.
I think we're gonna go up the Kinsman Ridge Trail and then go across the High Cannon.
Yeah, so we're gonna go Kingsman Ridge, High Cannon Trail. So we're up here at the intersection of the Dodge Cutoff, which goes over to Lonesome Lake. It's only 0.3 miles over to Lonesome Lake. We're gonna go up the High Cannon Trail, which is on the list of 25 most terrifying. I believe it's another elective. It seems like that's all we're doing is the elective ones. And then that will connect with the Kinsman Ridge Trail in about 1.2 miles. So High Cannon Trail, I guess, is only 1.2 miles. I think there's ladders, which I would probably say are stairs. Most of the time people say ladders, it's always stairs. And as you can see, Jake and I both stripped off the raincoats. It's still raining, but we were sweating more than we were getting wet from the rain.
Really humid.
And it's humid, yeah. We were sweating like crazy. And the only time you really get wet from the tree cover is when you bump against the tree. The trees are keeping us dry as long as we don't touch them. So they're like landmines. So anyways, up the Cannon Trail, High Cannon Trail. Here we are on the High Cannon Trail. We've come to our first viewpoint, and it's a stellar view today. Check that out. So I'm not planning on seeing too much when we get to the top of any of these mountains today, but that seems to be our luck whenever we hike a mountain with a ski slope on it. Oh, Tecumseh wasn't Tecumseh clear? Kind of clear? Yeah, it was. So Tecumseh is the only ski slope we've been at the top of. We did Wildcat. That was all fogged in. Oh, I guess there's only the one. Seems like all of them. I guess two out of three. Yeah, 2 out of 3. But, oh well, I'm craving some French fries, so I'm hoping there's something open at the top that we can eat at. We're still on the High Cannon Trail. Came around the corner, and to my surprise, I found a real ladder. Well, Jake says it doesn't count as a ladder. It's not steep enough, but as close as I've seen so far. It's not rickety at all. Nice. So, it's like here too. Top of the High Cannon Trail. I can't read the Cannon Mountain Tower, 0.4 miles. Aerial Tramway Station. Oh, I think that's a half a mile. Back down to Dodge Cut Off with 1.1 miles and 1.9 miles to Lonesome Lake Hut. Boy, they really need to replace this sign. 2.2 miles to Lafayette Campground. And then over here, we have the Kingsman Ridge Trail.
This looks like pretty much the same side. Just now.
Yeah, goes down to Lonesome Lake Trail, 6.6 miles, and Kinsman Junction. I don't know why I can't say that without the G. The camera's totally crooked. So we're gonna keep going up to Cannon Mountain. Let's Still craving them French fries. I am soaked. The wind blows and kind of starts to dry you off, and then all the water falls out of the trees and get you soaked again. So, but it's so humid today that I think I'd be just as wet with sweat. So we're up at the top of Cannon, where obviously there's a tram because I've seen people in dry clothes. We got benches to sit down on. What's up this way?
I don't know.
So we're gonna go over the observation deck.
Beautiful view.
So the observation tower from the top of Cannon Mountain. Oh, I can almost see something.
It actually just fogged up more.
Oh yeah. Shoot.
Holy hell. You want to look through the thing of 50 cents?
Yeah. Beautiful day up here. So worth it. I don't have any French fries yet. Someone that couldn't speak English said yes to the concession stand, but I don't know where it is because I don't see one. Huh? Nice. Views are out today. Yeah, that goes. It's gonna be at the bottom. Oh, it's taking my pack with it. Oh, it's not windy yet. Yeah. So the observation tower from the top of Cannon Mountain. Oh, I can almost see something.
It actually just fogged up more.
Oh yeah. Shoot.
You want to look through the thing of 50 cents?
Yeah. Beautiful day up here. So worth the hike. We still haven't found any French fries yet. Some woman that couldn't speak English said yes to concession stand, but I don't know where it is because I don't see one. I think she meant at the bottom, but who knows. So we're up here having some fries and a Cannon ale at the, what is this place even called?
I don't know, it's just a cafeteria.
Cafeteria at the top of Cannon Mountain. First time.
Tram comes.
Yeah, where the tram comes in. First time we've ever come up to a mountain and had a beer and fries. So I'm happy as can be. Circled around the summit a couple of times because the Kingsman Ridge Trail goes up to the summit, loops around, goes up the observation tower, and then goes down to the tramway, and then loops back and keeps going. And there is another trail on the other side, but you don't want that one. So you want to come back down to where the intersection at the top of High Cannon Trail and go left, actually go downhill. So So you don't be like us. We look like idiots walking, and I think we circled it 3 times. But anyways, map.
Burnt the fries off.
Yeah, we had to work the fries off. We're gonna go in with that one. Work the fries off and the beer I drank. So, anyways, we're heading down. Now we're heading towards Kinsman. My God, I gotta get rid of that G. Kinsman Junction, and from there we will go over to the Kinsman Mountains. I don't know which one's first. South, north. We'll figure out when we get there. This trail is actually a lot steeper than the High Cannon Trail. It's been like this the whole way down so far. Well, not the whole way, but probably the last, I don't know, 100 yards or so has been like this. And it continues to be like this. Wasn't this trail only like a half a mile to the intersection? I think it was only supposed to be a half a mile, but we're dropping a lot of elevation in this half a mile or whatever it is. But yeah, so definitely a steep trail. We're at the point where we can either go do 2 more mountains or go home. I'm gonna flip a coin. Let's see, Kinsman Junction, 2.4 miles. We've done, what did I just say? 4.5 miles so far. I think a mile of that was walking in circles at the summit though. Lonesome Lake is 0.9.
And to go home is 2.3.
And it's 2.3 to go home. 6 miles or 2.3 miles? What's up? Is that where we're going?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go home. It's all uphill from here. No, we're gonna go do the Kingsmen's.
The what?
Kinsmen's. You are my kin. You are my kin. I'm a Maine and I got problems. So we are at the summit of a mountain we do not know the name of. It's not marked. We see our first view of another mountain, which don't know if those are the ones we're going up or not. And there's a cairn right over here. Not much of a view. Wooded summit. Windy, which is nice because it's not raining right this second. And I'm drying off. Whew. Beautiful wind right now. But anyways, we're gonna go back down a little bit, back up to the Cannonballs, back down again, and back up to one of the Kinsmen's. I do not recall which one we hit first. I still haven't looked. But onward. So here we are on the Lonesome Lake Trail, just past the hut, looking at the ridge. What is it, Frank?
That's Franconia Ridge.
Franconia
That's
Ridge.
Lafayette and Flume. I think one's Flume and Lafayette. I really don't know. But where you start.
So we're still on the Kinsman Ridge Trail. We got some wind going. I don't know if you can see it through the trees, but we were just up on that mountain, which I believe was the Cannonballs.
We didn't actually go up the
But we didn't go up to the summit. We just skirted we went up the mountain around, kind of around. Even though they call this the Ridge Trail, it is definitely not a ridge trail. It's up and down, up and down. We're heading up another mountain right now. So here we are at the Kinsman Pond Shelter, which is brand new. What year was it built? 2007. 10 years old. Brand new roof, it looks like. Double decker. So the first platform is good for hammocks. And then we have a pond, which is and a toilet up that way. And this is pretty spread out. It's not all condensed in one area. I don't even see the privy. Must be way up there. What's that? Oh, nice. And we have a little bit of a view. Ooh. There's the shelter up there. So we're just leaving the Kinsman Pond shelter. Went up around the corner. Oh, I can't. Where did I see that?
You gotta be back here.
And we came right around the corner. I looked at my GPS and I thought the North Kinsman was a long ways away. And I see that up in the background, well, actually Jake saw it in the skyline, and that right there is North Kinsman. And then so I took out the old trusty map and looked, and that one was 0.4, and then it's 0.9 to South Kinsman. So GPSs are not always the best thing to judge your distance on.
We've already probably gone 0.2.
Yeah, so we should be there in no time. Summit North Kinsman. And then go down. It looks pretty flat too from north to south. Down to South Kinsman. And then we're gonna go back to the Kinsman Pond shelter, make some dinner because it's around 2 o'clock, 2:30 right now. We're gonna eat dinner and then we're gonna go down the Fishin Jimmy Trail, and then what's that connect to? Lonesome Lake or something like that. I think we'll go by the hut too on our way down too, but I'm not 100% sure. My map is not the best in this one little area for some reason, but it does have the mileage for these two on here pretty good. Anyways, I'll check in when we get to the top of North Kinsman. By the way, we've already done like 6 miles. It was not a ridge. The Kinsman Ridge Trail is a roller coaster, not a ridge trail. Should be called the Kinsman Roller Coaster. But it was good hiking. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But we're almost to our destination. And we are on the AT also, which doesn't really matter to us, but anyways. You guys probably saw it in the video as I was walking up yakking away, but in the background, I don't know if you can see, oh, the fog's coming in. That is Cannon Mountain straight back, right? It's hard to point. Right there. Right there is Cannon Mountain. I see the lookout tower and the gondolier right over in there. So, and we actually went down along this ridge and did like a loop, like a big U. So anyways, and we have an intersection here. Mount Kinsman Trail to Route 116, 3.7 miles, Bald Knob, 1.8. And then, whoa, Kingsman Ridge Trail, Lonesome Lake Trail. Of course, it doesn't tell us how far we're going, but anyways, check in at the mountain. We are at the top of North Kinsman. We just ran into some other hikers who said there is no markings up here, but there is one at the South Kinsman. So we're gonna call this summited. And also, I forgot, there's actually a forest fire on the other side of South Kinsman, so you can't even go any further if you wanted to. He said you can't see it from the peak because it's so foggy, the fog rolled in again. We can't see anything up here, but there's a view over here. I know we're not gonna see anything. So here's the view. I know. Here we are at the top of South Kinsman. As you can see, the Cairn, as everybody's calling it today. I always call it a Cairn. And no views because the fog rolled in, the storm, the rain, hail. We had some hail there for a while. So we are gonna take a quick break here and we're gonna head down back to the shelter and make us some dinner. Some vegan special ramen noodles, mine with hot sauce, his with the sodium packet comes with it. And I trying to think of what else I got in the food bag. I don't even know. Can't even keep the camera still because of the wind. Anyways, check back in at din-din time. So it's not din-din time yet, but I wanted to mention, we went from Cannon to this point. It's been 8.27 miles. And this is now number 24 on the, let's get this straight, right? The 48 4,000 footers. And this is, I'm marking this one down on my Trail Right 72 list because
We got 5.5 hours of moving time.
5.5 hours of moving time.
Been stopped 2 hours.
2 hours stopped. 1 hour was waiting for French fries at Cannon Mountain. And then we dubbed around at the shelter for a while too. So we've definitely taken our time, but we also deserve those breaks we took. So we're here on the Fishin Jimmy Trail. We decided to blow by the shelter and aim for maybe the hut area before we eat. We're out of daylight, trying to avoid hiking out in the dark. We just did that the other day. So we got Cannon behind us over there. That's got to be something we went up over over there. And the views are coming up. Hopefully there'll be some when we get down to